It is primary day in Pennsylvania. Polling locations are open across the state. Several races are on the ballot, from lieutenant governor to congressional races and races in the state house and Senate. KDKA political analyst John Delano joins me now. John, always good to have you here.
It's great to be here with you, Christine.
Yeah, and I know yesterday when I wasn't here, you were talking a lot about election officials. Some saying turnout could be as high as 35%, but you're not so sure. What do you think now?
No, I questioned that yesterday, and I question it even more today.
Okay.
I think we'll be lucky if turnout really gets near 25%.
Wow.
And in some areas, it's even lower. So I think there's just not a lot to excite people on the ballot, at least not in every area of the state. And by the way, the lower turnout I'm seeing in the Lehigh Valley, which has a huge congressional election primary, in Philadelphia, where there's another open seat for Congress. So all across the state, people are just not voting today.
Wow. Okay, well, what are some of the local races that people are talking about?
Yeah, in this area, I think the big race is the senatorial district, which is the 46th senatorial district, which is just south of us in Washington County and Greene County. And there, the incumbent state senator, Cameron Bartolotta, on the Republican side, is being challenged by another Republican, Al Buckton. And what's the issue? They're not Trump enough. They're accusing each other of not being MAGA enough. And but again, I've talked to candidates down there in those counties. No one's coming out to vote yet. Maybe they'll come out later tonight. We'll see.
That power that people have to define our republic is in the right to vote. And I want to encourage everybody to get out and vote today in Pennsylvania.
Governor Josh Shapiro today, shortly after casting his ballot in today's primary election. And if you have yet to vote, you still have a couple hours to get to your polling place. Polls are open until 8.
In that top-line race, Governor Shapiro is running unopposed for his party's nomination for a second term, while his expected challenger, State Treasurer Stacey Garrity, is also running unopposed for the Republican nomination for Pennsylvania governor.
Joining us now, political analyst John Delano. John, few big uncontested races today. So I should say few big contested races. The biggies are the ones that are not contested.
Right.
If I'm making sense.
The governor's race.
Yeah. So people are already looking ahead to November generally.
I think that's true, because this is going to be a very cataclysmic election year. The midterm elections, everyone's talking about them politically. And what we're talking about is control of state houses with governors, with state senators, with state house members, and the control of the United States Congress. Pennsylvania is a very big player in all of this, and that's why the nominations that are set today are going to be really critical come November.
And primaries often have lower turnout. How are we seeing this compared to other primaries?
Yeah, very low turnout. I was just talking to sources over in Philadelphia and in the Lehigh Valley, both of which have hotly contested primary races. Nobody's voting. It's the lightest vote that we've seen in a long time.
Wow.
Even in this area with hotly contested state Senate nomination on the Republican side in Washington and Greene County, and with a Shar Valley state house race that got a lot of attention. Very few voters. I was checking out my own precinct in Mount Lebanon, and do you know, as of just a few minutes ago, there have only been 86 voters out of 600.
Wow.
86 voters out of 600. That's 14%. You know, election officials said it was going to hit 35%. I don't think we're going to get anywhere near that.
It'll be interesting to see that final number. All right.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, John, thank you so much. We'll see you in November for the general election.
For sure.
KDKA is your primary night headquarters. We're going to have complete coverage at 10 and 11, including John Delano back with analysis and a special edition of KDKA News at 8 on KDKA Plus right when the polls close.